Today we're going to take a look at a presentation program called Glogster. The first step in using Glogster is to get to the program. So you'll log into this address, http://edu.glogster.com. Once you're there, you can log in with your account that's been created for you. Your login is set as your last name plus your first initial plus the letter CPP. So mine, for example, would be Prine L CPP. All student accounts are set already with their password as a student ID number. If you'd like to pause the video for a moment and get logged in, go right ahead. Once you're logged into Glogster, you'll find a screen much like this. The logo for Glogster is here. Your account information will be right here. And then as you scroll down, you'll be able to see any glogs that you have already created. When you want to make a new glog, you'll go right up back to the top of the page and click this bright green Create New Glog button. You're given a whole bunch of templates that you can choose from, so you can start with mostly blank glogs in either a vertical or horizontal setup, or you can scroll through and take a look at all these templates that many different Glogster users have created. Whichever template you want to use, you can just click Select, Start Creating, and it will start to generate your glog. Even the blank glogs are created with a few items on them at first. You don't have to keep anything that's on any glog, and you can change it at any time to make it look the way you want to. You'll notice with these objects that are already here, when you click onto any object that's in Glogster, it activates it. You can use these arrows to make the object bigger or smaller, or to rotate them. You can click your mouse button down, hold it, and drag the object to move it. Notice also this L-shaped toolbar appears around any different item when you click onto it. As you click the different buttons, you'll see these are just different functions to change the way you're using the object. Clicking on this one will put it in front of other objects. This one moves it behind. This one makes a copy in case you have something that you want more than one of in your glog. These buttons along the side change the color and the appearance. The one with the arrow flips it upright for you. If you don't want to move the object in your glog accidentally, you can lock it and then unlock it. If you want to get rid of it completely, you can delete it. So any type of object you click on, a text box or a graphic or a video or any other content that you add to your glog can be utilized the same way. So we're going to take everything out of our glog to start. And what we need to function with our glog is basically just our toolbar. This black toolbar will be on your glog when you go in. Sometimes it gets closed. You just have to click the plus button in the upper left-hand corner to get it back. Each of the tabs on this toolbar are a different type of content that you can add to your glog. So you're able to add text, graphics, images, change the background look of the page or the wall, add audio text, or even add a link to a video. We'll start right at the beginning and add some text. So to work with that element, just click the button on the toolbar, and you see all the different types of text box that you can add. These look like word balloons or notebook pages. You can just click this arrow to scroll through and see what's available. Over here on the left, you see all the different categories of text box. So if you're doing an art project, these are art type text boxes that you can add and you can move through. Chemistry gets its own category of text box. So you can use these regardless of what type of project you're doing. At any point, you can just click on them, see what they look like and what fits you and your project's needs. Once you see one you think you like, you can click on it. You'll see it appear over here in this right-hand view area. And once you decide you'd like to use it, just click the Use It button once. I always forget and double-click it, and then I end up with lots of that object in my glog. So I'm going to close my toolbar out to work with the boxes that I just added. I put in a few too many, so I'm just going to click on them and get rid of them in that L-shaped toolbar. I'd like my text box to be a little bigger, so I'll change my size. And once I'm ready to enter my text, I'll just click in that text box and type whatever it is that I want to say in this text box. Now notice as I clicked in here, my text editor box opened up. In here, I'm able to change my font. Once I've typed, I have to highlight it. I can change the font. I can bold it, italicize it. I can change my color. I can change how it's centered, and I can change the size of the font. In this box here, when I click on size, there's also an auto size option. If you click on that, it will change the size of your font to exactly fit the size of your text box. and it stays set to auto fit. So even if you change the size of the text box, the size of your text inside the box will fit as well. When you're ready to add another element to your glog, again, we go back up to that plus sign and click on it. This time, let's take a look at some graphics. These are clip art type elements that you can add to enhance your project. Again, they're arranged by subject. Anatomy is first, so you have to look at intestines. But you can look in the art section, the biology, history section for whatever type of clip art you are looking for your project. We'll add a calendar. So I clicked on it twice, so it added it right to my page. If I was doing it correctly, I would click on it once and then click the Use It button. Just like with our text box, I just click on it to activate it. Use that L-shaped toolbar if I want to get rid of it. If I'd like to tuck my calendar graphic under my text box so I see my text with the graphic peeking out, I can do that. I can change the size of it, rotate it, do whatever I want with that graphic. This time I'd like to add an image, a picture that I took or that I have saved on my computer or I found online. To do that, I click the image button. Now these are images that I've used in other glogs that are already loaded in. If I want to load one up from my computer, I just click this up arrow to upload it. And then wherever it's located in my computer, I just find the correct folder and find the image and click on it. It's uploading now. And when it's ready, it'll appear right here in this section with all of the other images that I've already uploaded. Right, there it is. It's thinking about it. And there it is for us to add in. We also can search right into Google right from Glogster. So if you click on that Google button and search whatever you're looking for an image of, it will search Google Images and bring up some of the top results that you can then view and add into your glog. With images, you have an option that we haven't seen with text or graphics to add a frame. If we click on this Add Frame button, again, we have all these categories, and we can look and see the different types of frame that we can have for the image, right? So this matches the calendar theme we had going before. So we'll click Use It, and there it appears right in the glog. Now you noticed last time there was a little bit of hesitation between when I clicked Use It and when it appeared on the page. So sometimes, particularly when working with bigger files like images or videos, you have to wait a little bit for it to process and appear on the page. That's another way I end up with a lot of multiples in my pages because I get impatient and click Use It a whole bunch of times. So that is how to add an image. We'll go back up to the plus sign to get our menu. On wall, we can change the background of the page. So you can change the background of your page to an image. There are a variety of different papers and images that are available in the different categories. I can look at all folders. What would a math background look like? Let's go with the protractor. So we click it to see what it will look like. We can choose to stretch and fill it so it fits the whole area. And then I click Use It. And my background of my whole glog has changed. Clicking that plus sign, we can see how we add audio file. We'll upload it from our computer the same way you uploaded an image and put it into your glog. Once you have a file in there, if you click on it, it will show you the file, and then you can add a player, which is just like a frame that we added before. But in this case, it contains your play button, your pause button for your audio file so that somebody looking at it will know that there's an audio file there and be able to utilize it. So we'll click Use It, and that will appear shortly in our glog. Right? It appeared right down there. So we can shift it around, change the size of it, and our users will be able to click on that and hear the audio file that we added. The last option is for videos. Just like before, we can click the up arrow to upload a video from the computer, or you can search YouTube right from inside of Glogster. Let's go with the rockets again. All right, so here's all the different videos that YouTube pulled up on rockets. The downside to this is we can't watch them before we add them into the glog. So we find one we like, click on it. Just like before, we can add a frame to it. So what we would like our video to be surrounded by. Once we find one we like, we click Use It. And there it is down there. We can take it, drag it up. Now we have all our elements that we wanted. We can take them, we can arrange them, whatever manner we want, add more things, adjust sizes. We have everything that we need right in the Glog. When you're done working with your Glog, you want to be sure to save it. It does auto-save periodically as you're working. You might want to save a little before this step. You just click on to save. It will ask you to name the Glog, and it asks you to categorize it. These categories aren't wildly important, but it helps Glogster to sort all of the content that is created in it. If you choose the wrong options, nobody's going to yell at you. When you choose how you want your Glog to be found, you will want to choose either public with reglog. That means other people can look at it, and if you have an awesome template that they want to steal, they're able to take your Glog and make a copy of it and use it. Or just straight up public, we'll let other people find it. When you're done, you can click save, and this will save your Glog right in your account. If you want to see what other people see when they look at it, you press the button that says preview, and there it is. That's how everyone sees it. If you are sharing the URL of your Glog, you want to share it when you're looking at it in preview, right? Otherwise, in your editor, there's a little section of your URL that says edit in the middle, and they would have to be able to log into your account if you gave them that URL. But if you give them the URL when you are in preview, you don't have that problem. Also, if you look down at the bottom when you're in preview mode, you're able to embed this into a web page, email it to friends, and you have some other options while working with that Glog. At any point, if you have any questions on the Glog, the tutorial that you've received covers everything that we looked at in the Glog today. Glogs can be used for presentations in place of a PowerPoint. They can be used to complement when you are presenting live in front of an audience, and they're a great way to store notes and information for any type of research project that you do.